Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimate, and welcome to episode 52 of Let's Platinum Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Alright, so after defeating Owl, let's head into Kuro's room once again, and go down. Alright, so we see Emma and Kuro here, so we're going to do some very important things. Today is going to be like a lot of talking, a lot of lore. I believe you should do this in exactly the order that I'm doing it in, so just to make absolutely certain to get it right. So let's start. Now the first thing we want to do is we actually want to walk over here and go behind these, and we want to eavesdrop on both Kuro and Emma. Let's hear what they have to say. This I'm pretty sure is like required, so definitely do this. Okay. Now that we've done that, okay, yeah, let's talk to Emma. She shouldn't have anything extra to say right now, but let's find out. Okay, so she'll probably say it looks as if your brow is a little less furrowed. Yep. Alright, so yeah, but we can give her a drink. So let's give her the unrefined sake and see what she has to say. Alright, cool. So we learnt a little bit more background on her. So Sekiro believes that he knows now, he basically forced the information out of her, that she is actually, like, she's a doctor, but she's also a warrior, and a samurai herself. So she's learned how to fight, and she apparently learnt from Ishin, so she's probably pretty formidable. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's talk to Kuro. Let's see what he has to say. Alright, so from defeating Owl last time, we got, I think it's here actually, we got the aromatic branch, and it says, dried aromatic wood from the everblossom, plucked by the wolf's father. The everblossom is a sakura tree, and as such is ripe with nostalgia. Takaru would likely gaze upon this branch when once it bloomed, reminded of home. One of the incense ingredients sought by the divine heir for immortal severance. So we got that, and we need to go to the Fountainhead Palace, so we need this. So now, Let me talk to him again, because this next part's going to be interesting, because I may have done this, like, I'm curious to see what he says next, so let's just find out.
シャキッとせねば。狼よ、私の方も調べが進んだぞ。きっとこれが最後に必要な香の材料だろう。
それは
流因の巫女の血、つまり私の血だ。
九郎様の血ですが、それは流れぬはず。
ああ、流因の巫女とはそうしたものだ。だが源一郎殿の居室でタケル様の故障の式を見つけてな。何か血を流す術があるようなのじゃ。ひとまずこれをそなたに渡しておこう。
It said an old diary entry. So Page's diary, an old diary entry written by Tucker's Page. I think Page in this instance is the term for like one's subordinate, essentially. It's, I don't know. I'll put it on the screen, but I think that's what it means. So this is Tucker's Page's diary. So it says Lord Tuckeroo held his arm over the incense burner and attempted to cut it with a sword, but incredibly his wound healed instantly and not a drop of blood was shed. Lady Tomoe said, "Without it, your blood cannot be spilled." What could she be referring to, I wonder? All right, so I think what it is that Tuckeroo was was one of the divine heirs before Kuro was. He tried to create the incense by cutting his arm to get the blood into the incense burner, but it healed immediately because he can't be like Sekiro just said right now. You can't bleed. Like he told Kuro, you can't bleed. So. And then later, Lady Tomoe said, "Without it, your blood cannot be spilled." So obviously she's talking about the mortal blade, which we have access to. So it looks like, yeah, as far as I can tell, I don't know if I missed anything or if this is like how it's supposed to play out. It played out like this in my practice file, and I think I did this guide like pretty accurately with, you know, talking to each character and everything. So I mean, you might still be able to get this earlier than I'm getting it, but this is when I'm getting it. So we get this, and now let's hear what else he has to say. Yeah, so we already know this, or we can guess.
エマ殿に聞くのはどうでしょう。
クスシならば人の体に明るいか。確かにそなたの言う通りかもしれぬな。
Okay, so now let's immediately go over and talk to Emma.
お主に尋ねたいことがある。
はい。何でしょうか。
巫女様の血を流す術だ。
何故それを求めるのですか。
宣教に竜の涙を手に入れ、不死立ちを果たす。そのためには巫女様の血がいるのだ。
そうですか。確かに流因の巫女の血は尋常の方法では流れません。ですがあなたはそれをなす術をお持ちです。
不思議りか。
はい、こちらを。
Alright, so yeah, she told us basically that we have what we need. Immortal Severance scrap, part of the book of Immortal Severance left behind by Tuckeroo. With mortal blade in hand, my blood may be shed. With my blood, the aroma will be complete. The divine realm will be in reach. Immortal Severance will be at hand. I must ask Tomoe to assist with the beheading. Okay. So it looks like, yeah. So he needed to succeed in Immortal Severance, which means he needed the blood. And then for some reason he was like, yeah, may as well kill me as well. Anyway, and he asked Tomoe to do that. Alright, let's keep going.
不思議りならば流因の巫女の身に傷を負わせ血を流すことも叶うでしょう。
わかった。これで不死立ちがまた一つ進む。巫女様にもお伝えしよう。
はい。
Okay, so now we've got those two items. Let's talk to Kuro again.
巫女様、源の香の花手に入れました。
おお、 はり落ち谷に咲いていたか。
はい、落ち谷の奥に。
そこが源の水の流れが濃い場所だったということか。よく手に入れてくれた狼よ。
Alright, so yeah, when you talk to him again, for some reason it's a little out of order, but yeah, when you talk to him, I guess what it would be, the reason it brings it up there is because the way I did it was I collected the Lotus of the Palace and the Shelter Stone together, and then it immediately caused Ashina Castle to be sieged, like under siege. And so if I had collected the Lotus and then gone straight to Kuro, then it would have it probably would have brought up that conversation that we had just there. Also, I think I think I said this, and it's just not like 100% true. When you collect if you collect the Lotus of the Palace, but you don't collect the Shelter Stone, you can come to the Ashina Castle and it won't be under siege. And then vice versa, you can do the same. You can collect the Shelter Stone, but not the Lotus of the Palace. You can come to the castle and it won't be under siege. But there's actually another thing. If you don't have the Mortal Blade, you can actually collect the Lotus and the Shelter Stone and still come to the castle. And it won't be under siege. So you actually need all three of those items to trigger the siege. I believe that is the way it works. So yeah, you could get Shelter Stone, Lotus, no Mortal Blade, not going to be under siege. Shelter Stone, Mortal Blade, not Lotus, won't be under siege. Lotus, Mortal Blade, but not Shelter Stone, won't be under siege. As soon as you get all three, it will be. Anyway, so we've talked about the Lotus of the Palace. So the next thing we should talk about is, let me just look, the Everblossom Incense, I think. Let's find out.
ミコ様、この材料を手に入れました。
おお、それが源の香の石か。
Well, it's Shelter Stone in this case.
妙な形をしておるな。
やはり祀られておりました。
そうか。タケル様の記されていた通りだったな。
はい、その石のあった祭壇にかぐわしく腰入れ立て祀る、そう書かれておりました。
腰入れ。それはどのようなところじゃ。
岩戸の奥の洞窟です。
そのようなところから腰に乗り、どこへ嫁に行くというのか。まあ、考えても拉致が開かぬな。
かぐわしく。九郎様、あの場は宣教の入り口なのやもしれません。
そうか。かぐわしくとは、源の好機をまとうこと。それを指しておるのやもしれぬな。
Okay, yeah. So essentially, I think I realized what's going on. So because I got all three items without coming back to Kuro, that's why we're talking about all this stuff now. So I think if, like, let's say you got the Lotus of the Palace and you came straight back, but you hadn't got the Shelter Stone and Mortal Blade, you could come back to Kuro, talk to him, and he would tell you about that conversation that we had just before this one. If you got the Shelter Stone and the Lotus, he would tell you about both of those. But as soon as you get the third one, the siege takes place, and then you have to wait until after or until you make it back to Kuro's room to talk to him about it. So I think that's what's going on. All right, next thing. We're going to talk to him again. Let's keep going. Indeed I did.
はい、
Yeah, so now it's about the Mortal Blade.
何か分かったか。
不思議にならば叶うと。
そうか。不思議にならば私の血を流すことが叶うのだな。
はい。
これで香の材料はすべてであろう。狼よ、香を焚くとしよう。
御意。
Okay, so now we can finally burn the incense. Let's do so.
ミコ様。
狼、不思議よ。案ずるな。深くは切らぬ。不思議を抜いてくれぬか。
はい。
すまぬが目を閉じてくれ。 も良いぞ、狼。
大事ありませぬか。
大丈夫。胸のあたりを少し切っただけだ。これが源の好機か。何やら無性に懐かしい。
はい。
どうじゃ、何か変わったことはあるか。
匂いと、それから源の宮、その言葉が頭から離れませぬ。
源の宮。タケル様が書き残されていた通り、そこから宣教に通じているのだろうな。その源の宮への生き方だが、
かぐわしく腰入れ立てまつる。香りの石が置かれた祭壇にそう書かれていました。
そなたは源の好機をまとっている。岩戸の奥の腰に入れば源の宮への道が開けるだろう。不死立ちは間近。頼むぞ、狼よ。
Okay, so let me just check one more time. I think I have to talk to him one final time. Yes, let's try one more time.
狼よ、宣教に向かい竜の涙を取ってきてくれ。
はい。
まずはそなたが香りの石を手にしたという岩戸の奥に行くのだ。そなたは源の好機をまとっている。岩戸の奥の腰に入れば源の宮への道が開けるだろう。
御意。
Okay, so now I'm going to test something. So that's the last time that I need to do that. Let's just see. Okay, so we actually have a new eavesdrop chance, and you can tell because the little yellow ear symbol is not ticked. It's hard to see. You can see it there for a few seconds when I move insert. There we go. But anyway, yeah, let's listen now. This part here, just to let you know, we're trying, like when I was talking to the other divine child, the female one where the mortal blade was, I did a whole bunch of stuff in order to prepare one of the endings. What I'm doing now, well, this eavesdropping moment is the start of another ending that we're preparing, and then the third ending, which is all in the same, like it's just 3 variations of the same ending, is if I didn't do this and I just went straight to the Fountainhead Palace and did all that stuff. So let's eavesdrop. This is extremely important. Alright, so he heard something between the two of them, and then now where the hell did I? Okay, so I think I'm supposed to rest at the idol now. Let me just find it. Sorry, it's okay, so yeah, access the idol, rest at it. Emma should move upstairs. Yep, she's gone. Kuro's still there, don't worry about him. We're going to move upstairs here to Emma. And you know what? I think she's going to talk for a little while, so I'm probably going to leave it here. And we'll continue next time because, well, we got a minute left, but I think she's going to talk for longer than a minute. So we'll talk to her next time and continue from there. And then after that, we'll start getting back into the action. It's just there's a lot of like sort of preparation and talking to people in the right order and doing all these things so that we can make sure that we get the right endings. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 52 of Let's Platinum Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.